More than 60% of kids and teens with major depression do not receive any mental health treatment. That's according to the latest statistics from the State of Mental Health in America. And one local nonprofit is trying to work to minimize the stigma of seeking treatment and talking about things. Judy Watson with Hope Means Nevada joins us now. Thank you so much for joining us, Judy. How are you?
You're welcome. I'm good. How are you, Alyssa? I'm glad to be here.
I'm good. We're so glad that you're here to talk about the Rising Hope Festival that Hope Means Nevada is hosting. Can you talk to us about this event?
Yes, absolutely. It's coming up this Saturday, November 6th. It will be a live stream event. It starts at 3 p.m. We would love people to register on the Hope Means Nevada Instagram. There's a link there. And what we're trying to do, Alyssa, is we're trying to bring light to teens that they are still struggling. And that's what we're highlighting in this festival. And we're bringing to light teen stories of them struggling. Because as you know, during COVID, these kids who are naturally supposed to be with each other were quarantined. And that's just not normal for their age, for anyone, but especially for teens. And so that's what this festival do. It's bringing light to the teen struggles. And we have lots of great speakers, raters, talking about their teen struggle. Solomon Thomas. We also have Max Crosby. People talking about their own struggles with substance abuse and their own struggles with mental health. So that will be really great. And we have performers, singers. We have Chloe Watson, who will also be performing some original music about teen mental health.
I really love how many community partners that Hope Means Nevada have signed on, and so quickly, because this is really, I think, you guys are tapping into something that was so needed and just a huge gap. And I especially love the theme of this year's event. It's Can Anyone See I'm Struggling? Teen stories of being seen. And I think that a lot of teenagers especially, they feel so isolated when they're going through something: anxiety, depression, stress, peer pressure, you name it. And this is just so wonderful that you guys are trying to invite as many people from across the state as possible to just talk about it.
That's right. Yes. So it's so important that if we can have people register, I mean, that is the first step, is building the awareness through this festival and highlighting these stories. And I just wanted to point out a quick fact that there was actually a recent study just published that students who were always A, 40% of those straight A students got an F during COVID. And that says a lot. You know, those students, all students, you know, have struggled mentally, but also just, you know, academically. For a lot of kids to get a bad grade mentally can really affect them too, you know, because they base so much of their success on their grades, and we need to tell them it's okay, I think.
Judy, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Here's the registration information on your screen once again. Please take a picture of this. Send this to any family with a teen, whether you think they're struggling or not. This would be very helpful for you to share. Thank you again, Judy.